Hey guys, I was tagged in the YouTube channels that inspired you by Devin over at Hewett's Homestead. That's a great channel. I'll have his channel down in the description so you can go check him out. He's down in Florida doing great things. Got a great garden going on and just an all-around great guy. So I'm out here burning some trash this morning, and it's not raining. It's actually going to be a pretty sunny day. So yeah, I figured we'd walk around and I'd give you some of the channels that inspired me. All right, let's go. Man, I don't know if you can see that, but just on the other side of that little shoal there with the marker, there is a two humpback whales passing through the little passage here. So man, I love it here. It's just little things like this that really inspire me. But wait a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself. So what is this YouTube challenge all about? So basically you got to list 3 channels that inspired you, 3 things that you're good at, 3 things that excite me, and then it's 4 things that relax me, and then you have to list 5 YouTube channels or tag 5 YouTube channels in this tag here. So I just love it. I love all the wilderness and the wildlife in Alaska. It's just gorgeous. All right, 3 things that I'm good at. And I also wanted to point out, we have planes, like bush planes and float planes, that fly through this area all the time. So if you hear planes in the background, they're bush planes that are flying over Admiralty Island and headed towards Juneau. But we don't have any commercial like planes. They're just little, I don't know if you've ever seen bush planes before, but they just got big fat tires because they land on, like, you know, runways that are built in the environment. They're not hard paved runways. And then float planes, obviously everybody probably knows what that is. That's just a plane that's got 2 floats on it and they land in the water. But that's what passes through here the majority of the time. In the wintertime, you don't hear anything. In the summertime, everybody wants to do shopping and stuff, so they'll jump on a plane and fly into Juneau, get their food, and come back. The 3 things that I'm good at is problem solving. If you can't solve problems out here in the middle of nowhere on your own, homesteading and off-grid living may not be for you. Accomplishing goals. I'm good at accomplishing goals. It may take a little time to get the goal accomplished. Like we started this adventure 10 years ago in the planning stages and saving stages. And so, you know, 10 years later, here we are. We're doing it. We're not done, obviously, but we've got property on a remote island, off the grid, and we're comfortable. There's a lot to do still, but we're definitely doing it. And then the 3rd thing would be tackling the unknown. A lot of people's issues with taking chance is that they don't know what's going to happen. And, you know, being in the Army, being a paratrooper, you know, I'm all for adventure. And, you know, I'm not afraid to fail. Failure it's not like failure is necessarily a bad thing. If you can learn from your failures, then that's just growth. That's all that is. So I'm not afraid to fail. It may take me 1, 2, 3 times to do something, but at the end I'll have accomplished that, and then guess what? I got a new skill to put in my toolbox, and I think that's a great thing. And look, here comes a float plane now, and I just can't get away from these planes today. All right, let's keep walking. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but right in front of you is a glacier. We're on the other side of the island. It's a little windy, so if you're hearing a lot of wind, I apologize for that. But pretty cool, huh? Just having a glacier in your front yard. All right, so now I'm supposed to talk about 3 things that excite me. Number 1 would have to be family. I mean, anytime you can spend time with your family, I advise to do it, because your kids grow up too fast. My son turns 20 in a month. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy how fast they grow up. So family would have to be number 1. And then number 2 would be doing projects. Because like I said, I'm not a master at nothing really, so I enjoy doing new projects because I always learn something new when I'm doing these projects. So that would have to be number 2, projects and learning new skills. And then number 3 would be taking photos and video. To be honest, I actually love making videos and taking photos. That was one of the first things I did when I moved up here to Alaska, was buy a good camera, because taking pictures with your phone just couldn't do it justice. And to be honest, we are going to be, well, I may be getting ahead of myself, but we hit 800 subscribers, I don't know, 5 days ago. And I think we were at 825 this morning. And so when we hit it, I've never done a giveaway, but when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I got a few pictures that I took, you know, of whales bubble feeding and coming up, or I got 2 eagles fighting over food, and one of them's like upside down, the other one's like this, and they're clawing at each other. It's pretty good stuff. So what I was thinking about doing was doing a giveaway when we hit 1,000 subscribers, and having a picture, and like I haven't ever built a picture frame before, so maybe building a picture frame, putting a cool picture in it, and then giving it away to one of our subscribers, because that's the least we can do. I mean, you guys really help us out and give us some moral support to keep doing what we're doing, so we really appreciate it. So the third thing that excites me is making videos and taking photos. What relaxes me would be music. My wife, my old headphones wore out, so for my birthday she said to go get some new ones. I got these little Bose wireless earbuds. Man, they are awesome. They're awesome. They hold like a 6-hour battery charge, and then it's great. Love them. So you don't always have to go cheap. Bose is an expensive brand, but they have a quality product. So if it's something you're going to use over and over and over again, hey, spend some money, and because it'll last you a long time. You buy some cheap stuff, and you know, 3-4 months down the road, done. You ain't got to be able to use it no more because they broke. So that's just my outlook on it. Let's see, what else relaxes? Shooting guns. Shooting guns is like my form of meditation. If you want me to get my yoga pose on, it's in a kneeling position or a prone position. I don't know. I just love shooting guns, man. If I get stressed out, I like to load up some rounds, throw them down range, and it's like all the tension just relieves your body. Woo-wee, do I love guns. That's why I love the Second Amendment. And that's why I think, and I don't want to get off on no political rant here, but without the Second Amendment, you may very easily lose the First Amendment. All right, so what else relaxes me? When I was younger, I used to run a lot. I was in the Army for a long time, and I didn't enjoy running until I met somebody who like took me under their wing and showed me how to run. And you know, once you start running, it's like, you know, your endorphins kick in, but you just kind of go into a happy place. So I don't run as much, you know. I've had some pain issues. I got some back issues, knee. I mean, I jumped out of planes for so many years, so of course I got some issues now, but I still really enjoy walking, and I enjoy hiking. And that would lead into relaxing, God's country. Anytime I'm out in the wilderness, you know, just taking in the fresh air, the mountains, the trees, the wildlife, that is relaxing to me. Even if I'm snowboarding, you know, if you're up on a mountain snowboarding and you're just looking around and all like, this is what God created, it's incredible. God's country, relaxing. Alright, so now I'm tagging 5 YouTube channels. Thought I heard my dog. 5 YouTube channels to do this challenge. And my first one is going to be Life Goes North. They are fellow Alaskans that moved up here, and they're carving their little niche into Alaska. And it's fun watching. They live in the interior, we live in the southeast. The two climates are completely different, so it's fun to watch what they go through as opposed to what we go through down here. The other one would be Willow Creek's homestead. Those guys I have just recently subscribed to in the last couple months, and the first video I watched was one of them putting in a flagpole and all the little intricacies behind the flagpole, and then they just went on and was talking about the flag and some of the regulations guarding the flag. I guess we're not in the Army no more, the laws. But anyways, being a combat vet, being an Army retiree, there's some things in this world that I hold dear and close to my heart, and one is my country, and two is the American flag. Those are two things that I love and that I put almost above all else besides God and family. Right after that, country. So definitely go check their their YouTube channel out, man. They are a great family that are doing some great things. Then we'll go to Howie's Homestead, or is it Howie's Tennessee Homestead? Anyways, Howie's Homestead. They're down in Tennessee, carving a little niche out in Tennessee, and you know, they're doing the same thing we're doing here, just in a different state. And then Portugee Prepper. I'm tagging you, brother. So you are on the hit list. I got to see what you got to say about this. And then another new channel that I've subscribed to lately is He Provides Hoestead. You know, a good fellow Christian homestead that is doing great things. So go check out their channels. I'll link them in the description down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. What are we doing? I got my chair here. What are we doing? So so if you think that's a good idea on doing a picture and a picture frame, let me know in the comments, because I kind of been thinking about this. I mean, it'd probably be another year before we hit 1,000, or it could be 2 months. I don't know, but I think it'd be really cool to, you know, to do a giveaway. I've never done one, and I was trying to think what I could do, you know, that would be meaningful and have a little niche of a little piece of Alaska